great recipes start with Odlums. Proud sponsors of Catherine Layden on Ireland AM.
Now, if you're looking for something quick and easy, well, we have the answer for you.
Absolutely.
Cheesy sausage rolls, a great alternative if you're on the go. Catherine joins us in the kitchen this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Alan.
They are gorgeous. Look, they're all gone.
Gone. We'll have more
made
coming
loads
up.
of them.
We'll have more coming up in a minute.
Every single one of them is gone.
Now, 175 grams, that's 6 ounces of our Odlums cream plain flour. To that, we're going to add just a pinch of salt and some pepper. Now, Alan, I don't normally sieve my flour, but I do find it important for two things, pastry and scones. So sieve in the flour. If possible as well, have a large mixing bowl so that you can introduce as much air as possible into the mixture, right?
Okay. And why the pepper in this? Just a little bit of flavouring?
Flavouring, yeah.
Okay.
Because I find it can be a bit bland without, you know. So now to this, we're going to add just 4 ounces of butter or margarine. And it's best to have this as cold as possible. With the heat for the last few days, that ain't very, very easy to happen.
Have you been sleeping?
Sleeping, I can't sleep at all with the heat.
It's very muggy in the
Shocking,
evenings.
isn't it?
Very muggy. But we can't complain. Don't complain.
No, I'm not complaining.
Don't complain.
I got out of the car on Monday and I thought I was stepping into Spain.
Yeah,
the heat, it came up that bit from the ground. It was gorgeous, yeah. Now, just coarsely rub the butter or the marge through. Now, it's a variation on a short crust pastry I'm doing. Now, normally for short crust, you will have half marge or butter to flour. But because I'm adding 50 grams, 2 ounces of grated cheddar cheese, I add an extra ounce of marge or butter.
And does it have to be cheddar cheese? It could be... Well, that's
It's best if it's cheddar cheese, Alan, to be honest.
Right.
Now, what we do next is we gradually add some cold water. Now, the softer the butter or marge is, the less water you would use. And what I generally do, Alan, once I've brought the mixture together with a knife or a metal spoon, in preference to a wooden spoon, because for pastry, everything should be as cold as possible.
Okay.
And the metal in the blade of the knife is cooler than a wooden spoon would be, for example. So once I've brought the ingredients together, I then just like to put that into some cling film and refrigerate it. If the butter or marge is anyway soft, put into a fridge for a short while, and then onto a lightly floured board and roll it out.
Very good.
So now we have that done already here. We have rolled out our pastry into an oblong, and we've rolled out our sausage meat with the help of some flour.
Now, have you bought sausage meat, or are they...
No, I'm going to show you now.
Okay.
I'm actually... Now, there are a huge variety of sausages available.
Yeah, I was going to say,
the ones with lots of flavourings, whatever you want. But a tip for you, they're better made with sausage meat and not sausages, right? So if you put the sausages into a bowl or a jug of cold water, right? And then you just quickly flip the sausage meat out, like that.
Does it just come off like that?
With the help of the water, you see, just slide the meat out.
Oh, wow.
Cinch.
There you go.
Right? Rub it round. What are you making faces for?
I'm not. I've never seen that before.
You never saw it before?
No, I've never seen that before.
That's a tip now for getting your sausage meat out of your sausages.
Getting sausage meat
now,
out of your
sausage.
You
roll out your oblong pastry. You roll your sausage meat with the help of some flour the same length as the pastry, okay? And then you just encase it. Just roll it right round. Just before you get to the edge, we're going to dust it with a little water, or sprinkle it with a little water, and that's, of course, to get them to stick, Alan. Okay, so now we just bring them round, gently press them down, and there we have our giant sausage roll.
How many would you get in that? No.
Depends what size you want them, really.
Right, of course,
so you get about 6 good-sized sausage rolls. So just tip them on like so. Now, they can be baked as they are there, but they're much nicer if you give them a little glaze.
Oh, a bit of egg.
A bit of egg. And to get a richer glaze on your scones or your pastry, if you put a pinch of salt into the beaten egg or egg and milk, you'll get a nicer glaze afterwards.
Right.
So now we just brush the top. And
the great thing about these, then you could freeze them.
Absolutely, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
So I generally freeze them when they're raw, and then...
Oh, freeze them like this?
Like this, yeah. And then... allow
just
them
stick
to
them
come
in
to
the
room
oven.
temperature.
So how long in the oven?
And then into the oven about 25 minutes at
Right,
400
nice
Fahrenheit. That's 200 centigrade, gas mark 6. And just to allow the steam to escape, put a little cut on the top of each sausage roll. Now, they couldn't be easier to make, Alan.
That's simple and so tasty.
And they're lovely.
And they have been so tasty.
And now, wait, more coming out.
More coming out.
More coming out for Alan's breakfast.
Stand by, everybody. Oh, yes.
Now, we'll have to make a few more, though, I think, will we?
I think you'll have to.
Yeah, we'll get a few more made now in a minute. So we're just going to take them off now. And by the way, just as you saw on my tin there, just dusted with flour. Because of the amount of butter or margarine in the sausage rolls, pastry shouldn't...
You've had some already.
The tin shouldn't be greased.
Corner. I only had a corner. That's all was left the last time because some people not making any faces already got in before me. Oh, right, okay, look, I'm just going to get straight in. Breakfast.
Now,
very
careful,
hot now,
careful.
Ciara, watch
It's very hot.
them.
Just
Very
out
hot.
of the oven.
Okay.
We don't want to burn your little mouth.
Oh, you're a danger in here this morning. Do you know that?
Now, as I say, they're very
Do you know what
hot.
I had with mine earlier when people go, oh, I had a tiny little bit of brown sauce.
Well, I love the old brown sauce. You can't
Yeah,
beat it.
tiny little
Where
bit
did
of
you get
brown
that?
sauce in the kitchen.
If I need ketchup, you failed, Catherine. So let's just say.
I hope you don't need ketchup.
Oh,
No.
no, you wouldn't.
Brown
No,
sauce, maybe.
A
but
little
not ketchup.
brown sauce, yeah. Just a
love
small
it.
bit of
They're
brown sauce.
gorgeous.
It adds a little bit of tangy
Now,
taste
that's just
to it.
plain sausage meat. You could mix chopped onions, curry, any other flavouring.
Did you know you could do that with your sausage if you put it in cold water?
I didn't know, but I'm surprised you didn't, to be very honest with you. I can understand why I wouldn't, of course.
Meat snips. I missed that.
It's absolutely delicious.
Thank you, Ciara.
And I don't need tomato ketchup.
No.
Let's just move along quickly. No, you've been building up to that all morning and you
Thank you
deserve
very
it.
much for that.
going to make a
If
few
you've
more
missed
now.
any of the action with Catherine, you can simply log on to tv3.ie/Ireland AM. Thank you.
Now we're going to make a few more.
Make a few more there.
Yeah.
Now, coming up, we're going to be meeting Charlie, the hero dog who saved little Lockie's life following a serious road accident. Stay with us.
Great recipes start with Odlums. Proud sponsors of Catherine Leyden on Ireland AM.